What's up, my friends? Apparently, I pressed things in the wrong order, and that completely threw me off. I was just like, wait, did I just do that in reverse? It's funny how easy it is for us to get messed up. So, hello! Thanks for 58,000 subscribers, my friends. I was just like thinking about the fact that I'm so glad I don't have to make fake garbage. I just saw this stupid little video where it's like, oh, she's going to be so mad at me. Is she going to be mad at you? Because clearly you told her how to act in this video and to pretend that she's asleep and all this crap. And it's just like, oh, she's asleep. You guys are fucking yelling at each other. You're yelling at each other a foot away from her. No, she isn't asleep. This is all fake. And it's so screamingly obvious that it's fake that it's completely unenjoyable to watch, right? When it's just like this, like, scripted reality. Wait till the end. Wait till you see her reaction. Wait till you see the fake crap reaction to the nonsense that you just made up. It's just so tedious. I'm glad that I don't have to engage in dumb nonsense that's designed to trick children or whatever it is they're going for. I'm just glad I don't have to do that. And that was on my mind. You know what? I'm already starting to wander off the path. So let's share the link in the Discord before we do anything else. I'm so glad that I don't have to do fake nonsense, man. Because I wouldn't have any interest in it. You know, like what's the gratification from making fake crap where you're just like, check it out? And it's like, bro, I can see from outer space that this is fake. Like, hey, we're surprising these people in this house. We're surprising these people in the house by pretending to be a stack of packages. Okay, so we have all the package boxes like stacked up and the back half's cut off so someone can crouch inside. And they're not going to have any idea. And it's like you're shooting this from 4 different camera angles that are moving. So there's 4 people on the lawn right in front of the house and you're all really loud. So no, there's no logical reason to believe this is real, even for a second. And there's just so much fake crap on the internet, bro. It's just awful. Just awful. Anyways, let's do some hellos for all the people who have arrived here. What up, Corner, Eng, Jess, AD, Trustworthy, Al, Rays, Gossett, Zach, Zircon, Felonious T, Teferi, Neuro, Millmaster, Some, Gerthulu, Joe, David, Nate, Juglum, Farky, Breakstop, Aaron, Ape, John. All right, I think that I got everybody. Hello. Hello to all of you. How is this Sunday evening treating you? Jess, you'd rather believe most things than deny everything that seems unbelievable? I'd rather deny everything that seems unbelievable. I wish to live in reality. So if you want me to believe in something and it's going to be fake, you have to put in genuine effort. It's just, I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy it. It's something that I have to keep in check when it comes to Carly because she will show me videos that she thinks are sweet or fun and I'm just watching it going, this screams fake to me. And as soon as it's fake, it's not heartwarming. It's not fun. Like, that didn't happen. It's not real. So check out this thing. How does it make you feel? Well, considering it's completely made up, it makes me feel empty and disinterested, right? Like, there's plenty of things that are made up that I can enjoy. They're called TV shows. They're called movies. They're called books and all kinds of stuff like that. It's not like things have to exist in reality for me to enjoy them. But when you present something as reality that isn't, it's like the stupid reality shows they have where they're selling houses and stuff. And you just go, okay, so let me get this straight. You have this house, right, that you're selling, and you got these people who showed up and they're making an offer right there on the spot, and you instantly get the owner on the phone And he's like, yeah, I agree to it and all this. It's like, it's all done behind the scenes. It's all done behind the scenes. This house has been sold. Oh, well, you just bought the house? Great. I'm going to get a contractor over here right now. Makes a phone call. Joe, my man, I need you to come over. Joe's already there. He's 3 fucking feet away. Or this Joe, my man scene has been filmed afterwards. And Joe, the contractor, will walk through the fucking house with these people going, we're going to do this here. We're going to do this here. How do you know how to do all that when this is your first time seeing the house? Just walking through. Bang, 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 bang. It's all so fucking fake. It's so fake. And I hate it. I hate it. So things that are portrayed as reality that are fake are completely unenjoyable because I have a functioning brain, right? But things that I know, like when I watch the X-Files, they're not going, this is actually real. Oh, okay. Hey, break stop! Super Chat says, my wife is divorcing me, man. I need your big goofy self. If the soon lands on an inside lot, go easy on me or hit someone else. You don't got to worry about the spin landing on insult, my friend, because we're not doing a spin. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But I will take it easy on you because honestly, that's some massive upheaval, bro. So I hope the process goes as smoothly for you as it can, right? Obviously, because I have never technically been divorced, but I have had relationships that I've been in for like 8 years that are like the equivalent of being married. And it is quite a trip, right? And in the beginning, it's sad and it hurts and it sucks. But the good news is you're going to be all right, buddy. You're going to be all right. So your heart may break at the beginning, but it'll stop. See what I did there? I used your name and you're Lord of the board. Just know that you're going to be okay, buddy. You're going to be okay. At the end of the day, you'll be all right, you know? And if I, like, for example, with me, if I didn't end up with these other relationships ending, I never would have got together with Carly. So keep your chin up, right? Keep the ball bags off your chin, or don't, whatever's going to help you in this time of turmoil. But you got it, buddy. You got this. You just got back from the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It was great to watch, but the cost is pretty crazy for snacks. Had some passes at least to bring admission down. Nice. Yeah, the cost of movies is, with the snacks and everything, is pretty egregious, bro. Jess, a little piece of you died when you found out Santa was a lie. I was floored when I found out Santa wasn't real as well, because I found a present from Santa like 2 days before Christmas on the counter. And I was like, what does this mean? What? And obviously logic filters through and you go, oh no. Break a deal, spin the wheel. One day I'll learn how to read. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You are going through a lot right now. You're not going to be in your 100% right state of mind. So you know what? I'll add those. I'm going to combine them together, buddy. I'm going to treat it like you did a $9.99, and we're going to spin the wheel for you. And, you know what? We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Let's go. What the hell is that? We got some different stuff going on. Stuff that's familiar but different. Oh! So, you have spun Cash Critters. This game has possibly 2 stages, all right? So the first stage is that we scratch off a lottery ticket. If it's a winning ticket, then we also open a pack of Bloomborough. So that is Cash Critters. No cash, no critters. You feel me? So let's go. We got a Cash for Life ticket, and that's good. Jess, I can do math, but you clearly don't understand English. When I said, I'm going to treat this like this, I at no point said that those 2 numbers equal this. So why are you piping up? When I say, I'm going to treat something like this, that doesn't mean these two things mathematically equal this, right? So that was an unnecessary statement. All right. Whoop. Break stop, you love gambling almost as much as Jugs. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's use the old silver quarter. This is, look at that. This one's made of silver, so it brings extra money luck. Let's go. Let's go. So with these, it's real straightforward. You're just looking for 3 matching things. Wait, is this a little bit blurry? Hold up. I forgot. We got to make sure that it... Hold on. Let me put the playmat back here for a second, and we'll check with a couple of cards so that we can get a nice focus going on, because we got to do this right. There we go. That's better. Oh, I felt them bump together, and I'm like, don't tell me I just damaged one of the mountains that's part of my part of my Bloomborough set. I was going to say break stop set, apparently. Okay. There we go. That's better. That is better. Zircon says spin to win. Well, we will do a spin for you in a moment, my friend. One moment. All right. Okay, so if we get 3 matching things in any of these boxes, that counts as a win. And then that means we will do some Bloomberridge. Oh, there it is! There it is! Break stop! You did it, buddy! You did it! Alright, well, I don't think that these tickets can win multiple prizes, can they? Nope. Okay. So... that counts as a winner. We don't need to waste our time scratching the rest of it to show you losing boxes. So we'll forget that. Break stop. You have succeeded. Cash accomplished, which means now it's time for some critters. Let's see if we can also find a card for my Bloomborough set. So focus your luck energies. I guess I'll show you when the when the camera's not tiny. Oh, hold on. Hold on. All right. There we go. Bloomborough. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so we got the Flowerfoot Swordmaster. What a dainty fellow. We got a foil Harvest Rice. He loves that rice. All right. We got a foil Forest. We got a Scrap Shooter. Is Crap Shooter. All right, let's see. Do we have a Scrap Shooter for the collection? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we do. Okay. All right. That already exists as part of my set. So that is extra. Oh, why am I taking the pack off of here? All right. Then we got as the uncommons, Repel Calamity. Calamitous Tide. Oh, look at that. Multiple Calamity actions. Persistent Marshstalker. And then for the commons, we got Getting High Stride, 3 Trees, Smoking the Root Weaver, Might of the Meek, Bumbleflower Sharepot, Scales of Shale, Crumb and Get It. All right. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see here. Okay, that's actually where... Okay, there we go. There's so much crap on my desk right now for all the different options on the wheel that it's piled. It is piled up here. All right. Well, you did well, Break Stop. You did well, buddy. Zircon. All right, you're in Lord of the Board. And look, I got a board eraser also. I got a special die as well. And it's ready to go. It's part of the wheel action. Jess, yep, I did hit 58K and then it went down and back up again. That's part of the reason that I wait to do these subscriber specials, is because sometimes you move up past the amount, and then by the time you go to do we're celebrating it, it's like, oh, well, actually, you're at 57,999. So I tend to leave it. Oops, what am I doing here? All right, Zircon, let's spin. Bum, 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 ba-da! What up, heavy metal? How you doing, bro? Oh, it's choice. Zircon, you fancy boy. You get to choose. Here are the choices. This is known as choke as well. So, we've got danger dice, which involves the die. We've got jug battle. We've got cash critters. We've got marvelous completion. And obviously we got insult as well. So those are your options. Choose wisely. Check it out. Remember how yesterday we were talking about getting the Marvel book for those Marvel cards? Well, here it is. Here it is. We got it. We got it. And I think I figured out what the problem was. Every day was saying that his dad was having problems putting in the cards. But I think that might be because he didn't see the instructions that are up at the top explaining how you put the cards in. Because the slots for them, it says insert the top left and bottom right corners of the cards into the slot. So you're only using 2 corners per card. But if you don't read that and you try and put the card in with all 4 corners, then you're like, how do I do it on the other side, right? Go on a mission? Yeah, Magoro, don't get excited. I will go over the stupid nonsense in here, right? I will go over that. Zircon, you gotta pick one, not pick 2. You gotta pick one. Pick one. This book is hilarious. They sell them for like $5 plus tax, so like $6 basically. And this the stuff that they included in here is hilarious to me. Oh, you're going with the die. Okay. Where am I going to roll it? I don't think I can really effectively roll it on the camera, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll it on here. We got Theme Booster. Okay. All right. It's a danger die because there's, how many sides are red? 1, 2, 2. Only 2? Oh, it's not as dangerous as I thought. I got to be careful how I touch it too, because it's easy to wipe the lettering off. Oh, I'm doing it right now. Okay, hold on. I'll still be able to read it. It's all good. It's like a reusable dice. The binder's bigger than you thought it would be. Yeah, I was surprised too. I expected it to be more along like the size of the 4-slot magic boosters, you know? All right, where are the theme boosters? I'm just going to grab one at random. Bam. All right. Here we go. So we've got a Corset 2020 white themed booster with an angry Ajani. If you've never seen one of these, they have 35 cards from Corset 2020, including at least 1 rare mythic card with a 10% chance of an extra rare. What up, Larry? Oh, it's got a little thing over it. I guess that's to protect the cards. So theme boosters were a huge flop as a product, and you guys will soon see why. It's like a regular booster, except there's way more commons or uncommons, and you get to pay double the price. Wizards tried to rework these into Jumpstart. They tried to reskin them as Jumpstart, and it didn't go over well. All right, so let's go through the stuff that's in here. Soul Mender's okay. The haircut on this angel is awful. Just awful. Looks like a friggin' rutabaga. Was that 2 moments of heroism? Good lord. Look at that. Oh yeah, and they include color. 2 soul menders. 3. There's 3 moments of heroism in this pack. Oh my god. Salvager of Ruin. Do you feel how like just random this is? Loyal Pegasus, Disenchant, Glaring Aegis. This is some cool artwork, honestly. This giant magically chained to this boulder here, or I guess it's a mountain. You're not going anywhere, bro. Raise the Alarm, Inspiring Captain. This is just so awful. Oh, Manifold Key is not too bad. This one's a funky little artifact, right? You can use it to untap other artifacts or make a guy unblockable. Good lord, it is just a bunch of trash, eh? This card actually was pretty good in the draft and even better in the... Oh, what's it called? Why is the name not coming to me? The format where they let you play all your cards for free, but it only costs... You only get like 3 cards in your hand. Why can't I think of the name? It's on Arena. A Herald of the Sun. Another Dawning Angel. Foot Soldier. 2 back-to-back. 3 back-to-back. Oh my god. At least this guy lets you search through your deck for more copies, so I guess multiples isn't too bad, but man... We're almost to the rare. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Hanged Executioner? This card is awful. 3 mana, 1/1 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, make a 1/1 spirit. Pay 4 mana, exile this to exile target creature. This is awful. Just awful. Wow. What a pile of crap. Man, I had forgotten just how much theme boosters suck all the dicks, bro. That's it, Joe Omniscience. You nailed it. All right. Zaw, thanks for the super chat saying congrats on 58K. I see your number dyslexia. Also, since this wasn't on the screen for you when you did the super chat, if you want to, you can do another 5 and whoop, spin it up, bro. That's up to you, though. Don't feel like you got to. Thanks for celebrating the 58K with me, man. It's like I got to go double check my subscribers. Did I just lose 8,000? Heavy Metal, you always liked Captain Marvel. Like from the movie, or do you mean from the comic books? Because from the comic books, I don't know anything. But the movie, she was thoroughly unlikable. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. You're copy pasted from your PayPal here. Heavy Metal says, I always like Captain Marvel. I'd go for sending you the live goat, but the jug battle sounds hot. All right, bro. Well, let's spin it up and see what the wheels got for you. Brie Larson is hot. I'm not going to argue with that. You know what? I didn't really care for her in Captain Marvel, but I thought she was pretty hot in Scott Pilgrim. I thought she looked pretty good in that. As the little songstress. That was awesome. All right. So, Heavy Metal, you're Lord of the Board at 11. And we will spin for you. And Zaw! Zaw choosing to compound it. We got 2. We got 2 spins to do. One after the other. Am I getting blurry up in here? It looks like I am. Hello! Hello! Well, hopefully it'll sort itself out. Let's go. Bump, 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 bump. Whee! Alright, so Heavy Metal first. Danger Dice. Alright, and Zaw, let's see what you're going to be. Whee! Oh, you get to choose. Zaw, so the choices are Danger Dice, Jug Battle, Insult, Cash Critters, or Marvelous Completion. Make your selection while I roll the die to see what's going on right here. All right? Whoop, 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 whoop. It rolled under my light stand, and it, like, the die is not heavy enough that it'll bring itself down to earth, so it's literally angled. I have to re-roll it. No, Heavy Metal, no one's ever tried to send me live animals. Alpha Clash. Okay. So we've got Alpha Clash. Let's go with some of that. Now, where's that? It's over here. See, we're bringing out some stuff that we haven't had on the wheel as well. Alpha Clash isn't the only card game that we've never used on the wheel so far. At least I don't ever recall using it on the wheel. Maybe we did once a million years ago. But what up, Micah? Larry, your parents have a stack of Marvel packs. You have 18 unopened packs. Wow. You might need to get one of these goofy books too. Okay, so let's switch it to face down. Gotta wait for Za to make his choice. Hey, Tool Using Ape says, "Grats on the subs milestone. Thanks, big boy. We'll do a spin for you in a moment." Creator Za, you want to do the cash critters? You got it. You got it. Heavy Metal, I wouldn't take delivery of a goat. If I got something saying that a live animal was coming, I would just assume it was a joke and completely ignore it. And I definitely wouldn't go and accept it. What the hell would I do with it? You know? That would get nowhere. All right. So we've got Alpha Clash. You guys might remember these guys were a sponsor a while back. So I have these boosters boxes and other things kicking around here. So I thought it'd be fun to pull out some different stuff. So we got Energy Explosion. This is like superheroes versus mankind with high tech. We got Flare. All right. She got a decent sized set of jugs on her. Not too shabby. We got Garfield Park Lagoon. Oh man, check it out. Check out the intensity of like some superhero slamming down into the water. The concussive force blasting it upwards. That's epic. We got Incoming Support. We got Magnate. This guy is a beefcake with some serious power. I played the Magnate deck. Carly beat me with her tech deck. We got Lefty. I guess that's the hand he uses to tug it. Lefty's Last Stand. Oh, he didn't last long. Oh, check it out. We got a foil Magnate. The Undisputed. Bum, bum, bum. So shiny. And, oh, we got Moxie as well. This is the chick that, this is from the human deck. And this is what Carly used to beat my face in. Huh. Huh. All right, then. Where'd that wrapper go? Oh, it's over here. Put these cards back in there for now, because we're doing a bunch of different stuff and it'll all get mixed up and mixed in if I don't separate it. Gotta keep them separated. Dan, you took your 10-year-old son and his two best friends to a baseball game? All right, I'm reporting you to child services, because I remember being taken to baseball games when I was a kid and it sucked real bad. Real bad. There was a Scott Pilgrim game on the Nintendo Switch? Say what? Okay. Oh, Za, you are one of the female minorities that watch my stream. Well, you guys are a rarity. All right, Ape, it's your turn, buddy. Let's go. No, wait. I got to spin for you, and then, hold on. We still have to do the cash critters, but I want to make sure that I keep up with everything. So we'll do the spin. Let's go. Play. Drewby's membership message says, "Congrats on 58K, brother. Keep being tragically hip." I will. Oh, wow. A lot of choosing tonight. I guess that makes sense for the subscriber special, right? So, you get to choose. Ape, make your selection. Make your selection while we do some cash critter action. Heavy Metal, you have no idea how the post works? Aside from sending a box? Well, that's all you should be sending. So don't even worry about it. Oh, I was just like, where are they? Where are they? What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? We got multiple options here. Let's do one of the campers. Let's try for a camper to go on a trip. Where'd that quarter go? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So disorganized. What up, Noel? It's been a while since you've been here, but you remember when I had my 2K party? It's fun to celebrate. Oh, Ape Jug Hunt? Oh, no. This is Jug Battle, which is something different that is similar, though. And we'll get into that in a moment. We got to see if we're going to be opening any Bloomborough action. 26, 17, and 4. These are the numbers we're looking for. 6, 20, 27, 18, 2, 21, 25, 29, 7, and 19. All right, that was not a winner. All right, that's too bad. So no critters, no cash. Now, let us do a Jug Battle. That has been selected. Jug Battle has been teed up. So that is Force of Will versus Grand Archive. Who has the big, the best, the brightest jugs? Who's bringing the best jubblies to the table? Let's find out. Force of Will go first, and then Grand Archive will come in as the competitor. So, Corner, you agree with me then. Baseball games suck. If you just listen to some kids laugh in your back seat is as good as a ball game, that tells you how worthless a ball game is. How was the ball game? The equivalent to listening to children giggle a little bit for 3 hours. Oh, okay then. All right, we're starting out with a disappointing entry in the jug category. All right, we got not much in the way of jugs. Then we got a stupid dog. Then we got not much in the way of jugs. Then we got a stupid dude. Then we got, again, not much in the way of jugs. Then a stupid bird. Then we got a stupid dragon. Then we got a stupid place. Then we got another stupid dragon. And another stupid dragon. There's a lot of stupid dragons. And, well, I don't know, man. This seems like it's not going to be hard to beat. This is not a strong lineup right here, okay? So, let's put those aside. And let's let Grand Archive come swinging in and see how we do Jug-a-Luggins. All right, we're starting out with not much in the way of jugs. We're following up with, this is already better jugs than the last pack. Then we got some stupid plants. Then we got, again, kind of mediocre jugs. Oh, we got a foil. Hold on. There's not many foils. I want to put this in a sleeve. Where are the... forget it. Looking around for those particular sleeves isn't going to get me anywhere. I'll just use whatever I got kicking around. All right, we'll put the hide in bush. Oh, yes, that's what we all like to do. Again, not much in the way of jugs. Not much in the way of jugs. Not much in the way of jugs. Okay, well, I mean, we know who won. We got a bunch of cards with not that much in the way of jugs. But way more, right? Force of Will only brought 3. And Grand Archive, almost every card. Oh, wait. Did I ignore on the foil? Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like she's got some decent jugs on there. So there's jugs on almost every card in this pack. Almost every card. And then just some smoke 'em if you got 'ems. All right. I actually like the deck that uses these token herbs too, so that's cool. That's cool. I just keep getting foil commons. I wouldn't mind getting a higher level than common when it comes to the foils, but hey, what are you going to do, right? So I declare the winner of this jug battle to be Grand Archive. It is Grand Archive. Okay, let's put that over here. So that's good. There we go. There we go. So that went well. Quantity versus quality. It's about both. Ape, it's about both. In this case, they both had roughly similar quality, but you just got way more quantity. So you got jugs for your hands, for your elbows, for your ears, for your knees, wherever you want them. Wherever you want them. So, this album right here, Heavy Metal, no, I don't think I've seen that South Park episode. Or if I have, I don't know the name of it because I don't know all the titles of them. So, they've got places for like your cards, but they also have a bunch of extra stuff inserted into this book, and a bunch of it is just ridiculous. Like the beginning part is celebrate blah 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 Marvel, but then it's like okay, this is the rules for the card game, so there you go. Where does it go here? Where's the ridiculous stuff? So they have a word search. That's not too bad. It lists some courageous stuff that you want to do. It's so random. This is where it starts to feel weird. Be flexible like Black Panther. And it's just got a chick doing like two little moves. Two little moves. And then you've got Miss Marvel looking really stupid compared to how she looks on the cover. She looks way better on the cover of this. She looks goofy here. Oh, yeah. This one. Okay, you've got Doctor Strange. And then you've got Energy Mastery up here. It says, let's go on a mission to reduce your household's energy consumption through fun and imaginative spells. Every time you turn off the lights or use natural lighting instead of artificial light, you'll earn points towards unlocking your full potential as a sustainability sorcerer. Keep track of your family members' progress on a magical energy-saving chart. This is the lamest shit I have ever seen. It's like, why? Why? Supercharge your body. Make sure you eat fruits and vegetables because they got antioxidants that help your body grow. It's like, okay. And then they've got an Incredible Hulk spinach egg meal thing. This meal requires adult supervision. Ridiculous. Oh, showcase your achievements with Thor. Through his bravery, Thor became the king of Asgard. Make badges of courage from coasters or cardboard cutouts and give them to family and friends for acts of bravery. Okay. Like, what? What a solar system fruit salad. It doesn't actually tell you how to make a fruit salad. And then they've got the planet puzzle. Which of these planets aren't there two of? It's really, like, actually, I don't mind the mini games. Test your reaction speed. Ask your friend to drop a ruler while you try and grab it. It's so random. The power of plants. Go get some plant seeds, sunflower seeds or lentils or something. And then they've got here's how you draw Groot. And it's just like a little stick figure. And then draw the complete outline like you know how to do it. And then just completely finish it. It's useless. It's useless. And then this one, super exercises. Try this jumping jack exercise. There you go. Do a jumping jack. It says, do a jumping jack. If you're unable to jump, sit comfortably in a wheelchair, feet on the ground, and move your arms up and down. Like, why? Why? What? Oh, that's not a game. This is just telling you to recycle bottles. Yeah, so it's like, it's a book to put all your cards in, but it's got all kinds of extra random crap in it that feels really lazy and unimpressive. You know, you're just kind of like, all right, okay. Habanero, you used to do that stretch before your workout? Well, that's exciting. You know what? Now I think it's cool they included it in the book because you also do a yoga stretch. That has completely like revolutionized how I view this, and it now seems like a worthwhile inclusion into the book. AD Captain Planet did the environmental messaging so much better. Yeah, that's true. It's just so random. I mean, obviously they're clearly aiming it at kids, but everything in there just seems so half-assed. Cut out coasters and give them to your family members. You're brave. Here's a coaster from Daddy's beer. I'm like, okay. I turned off the lights. I'm gaining eco sorcerer points. Keep track of it. What? Like, kids these days have cell phones and tablets and shit. And it's dumb. It's dumb. Gertrude, the book is more than kind of weird. Habanero, you picked up the first Wheel of Time book. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Millmaster, no, you don't have to sit in a wheelchair. It has it in brackets, so you can just use a regular chair. I just thought it was funny that it's like, do jumping jacks, unless you're in a wheelchair and can't. It's like, okay, all right. What even is this? It's baffling. It's baffling to me. I'm not against like positive messages for kids, but this feels disjointed and lazy crap, and this is tied into their Marvel collecting card thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, this feels like it was made by a fucking 60-year-old dude who has no concept at all of like what life is like for kids now, right? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Cthulhu, the Wheel of Time books are really good. They're very enjoyable. Jess, yeah, they don't include the utilities here. I got to pay them myself, bro. That's the way it goes. Exactly, Larry. Kids are looking at toilets on their phones. I still don't know what that is. I refuse to look it up, in all honesty. I just don't care. I don't care what the kids are doing. I'm not interested in talking to kids. I have no interest in what they're doing. It's like, look, I want you to grow up to be a healthy member of society and all that stuff. Good for you. But also, don't talk to me. And preferably don't exist around me. Because your enthusiastic enjoyment of life just highlights how much of a curmudgeon I am inside. And I don't need it. I do not need it. Habanero, yeah, the creation of dragon, like the Dragon Mount, is amazing. All of it. It's an awesome story. It's an awesome story. Like anything, at certain points, it might feel like it's dragging a little bit, but overall, I quite enjoyed it. There's a lot going on, and you have genuine character growth and people making mistakes, which is something you don't seem to see as much in recent entertainment, where it's just like, hi, I'm flawless. Okay, this is boring, you know? Having flaws, growing as a character is enjoyable to watch. It makes for a more compelling story because it's more believable. You can connect with it better, you know? Master, you fell asleep from having too much chicken katsu, so you didn't get baked enough? All right. Heavy metal, a rough upbringing that altered the outcome. Well, there you go. That's more compelling than somebody who just has everything go easy, isn't it? Cthulhu, it'd be nice to get a good adaptation of the books. The adaptation they made of Wheel of Time is so bad. It's so bad. In a way, I'm grateful it was so bad because it meant that I don't even care. I'm not like, oh, I'm mad at it, because there's nothing that remains of the original that I fell in love with. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, so every man is a villain or completely useless, pretty much, I guess. Except for Lan, who is like the manservant of Moraine now, who comes to her wearing nothing in the hot tub. And it's like, what is this? What are you doing? Like, that show was amazing because we started watching it, and right away, when they had that ceremony for Egwene, I was like, uh-oh. Oh, no. It's just like, so you have something that didn't happen in the book, and like, this chick is getting applauded by the whole town while talking down to her father, who's a man, and the main character of the story is given to us like a little twink, useless boyfriend, and it's like, uh-oh. And like 10 minutes into the first episode, Carly turned to me and asked me something she's never asked me about any show, because she knew I loved Wheel Time and had been excitedly talking about it. So she's just like, why does this show hate men? And I just looked at her and said, I don't know. I don't know. They turned the whole show into the Red Aja. It was just like, what is going on? What is going on? By the end of the first episode, like, bro, I love how much manipulation they tried to do in terms of the ladies' first ridiculousness. Where like, Perrin's the blacksmith. No. Perrin's not the blacksmith. His frigid wife who hates his guts and treats him like a little bitch is the blacksmith. But don't worry, she's going to die. And I know you guys know that Perrin gets married later on, and the character that he marries is actually really integral to the story and all this stuff. But we decided we're going to go a different route with it. Like, so instead, he's just going to be like moping about this wife who hated him and was the strong, capable one. And then she just dies, and that defines his character. And it's like, okay. Also, Matt's dad is a complete piece of shit. And it's like, what? Yeah, no, he's awful. Why are you doing this? Because he's a man. And it's just like, what's happening? And then the Trollocs invade, and they show old lady after old lady fighting the Trollocs. And it's so ham-fisted. I started laughing so hard when they cut to the second old lady fighting against the Trollocs, and you're like, these 7-foot-tall Minotaur beast lords that would easily tear apart a fully fit young man, like an adult male who's like in the prime of his life and strength, would totally get dominated by this Trolloc. But you want me to believe that fucking Grandma Wendy is fighting him off? Okay. Oh God, there's multiples. This is amazing. It's so unbelievable. It's amazing from that perspective. So I watched the first full episode, laughed so hard. When they had Lan come in wearing nothing, I'm like, wow. Whoever made this show literally hates dudes. Like, I have never seen something that hates men more in my life, ever, anywhere. And it was like, okay. And then they have Moraine using the one source, and the magic looked like crap. And I was like, they really messed up like every aspect of this, huh? I wonder how they're going to come to terms with the fact that the story has to be about Rand, because Rand is the Dragon Reborn, and they so desperately want it to be about Egwene, as they give her this ritual of womanhood, and we throw you in the river and you drift and survive, and then the entire town claps for you. And it's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, it was so good. It was so good from that perspective. Like, obviously, the show is complete trash. But from the perspective of being batshit bonkers, amazing. I tried to watch the second episode, got 10 minutes in, and I just said, I'm done. I'm done. Like, oh, this is another spinning out of the web. This is a different turn of the wheel, right? It's a different story. It's a completely different story in a completely different variation of the Wheel Time. Because it ain't the main story. It ain't even close, bro. Millmaster, they did it. They destroyed the patriarchy. That's such a hilarious thing. The patriarchy. We don't live in a patriarchy. Not anymore, because I smashed it. I am not oppressed anymore. You already weren't. No, but I was, and now I'm not. Okay. Sure. That's whatevs. Habanero, you got a copy of Eye of the World for less than $1 a job? That's a hell of a deal. Larry, Ghostbusters 2016 did not hate on men nearly, like, there is nothing I've seen in my life anywhere that comes close. I've seen that Ghostbusters movie. Doesn't come close at all. At all. Not even close. Not even close. Like a big, like, I don't even know how big the gap is between them, honestly. Wheel of Time is incredible. Like, for real, for Carly to say to me in the first 10 minutes, why does this show hate men? Like, at the beginning, when you had the Red Aja hunting a dude down, yeah, the Red Aja hates men. They go out to remove their magical powers and stop them from being a menace. And, like, that's the craziest part about the show is it should already be your wet dream as, like, somebody who wants to go with a female-first story. In the Wheel of Time, women rule the fucking world. Women are the highest authority by far. The Aes Sedai are completely in charge of the whole world. They make kings and queens dance to their tunes, use them as puppets. Doesn't even matter. And they're all women. They're all women with a particular faction that's meant to go and find and remove men's magical powers because men were responsible for breaking the world. They used powers they shouldn't have, and the Dark One corrupted the male side of the true source. And so as a result, you have all these fucking men who they might not even know they have these magical powers, and they'll just manifest in the middle of a nightmare and flatten their entire village. So having their powers taken away is actually helpful for them in terms of saving them and the people they love, although it can completely remove their will to live too, so there is that. But ultimately, this is a series where, like, women are already the most powerful people. They, like, you don't smash the patriarchy, it's basically a matriarchy when it comes to Wheel of Time. So you already have a world where women are by far the most powerful and take a leading role. But they have to take every single dude and just grind him into a villain or garbage. And it's like, what is this? What is this? Habanero, there's something about used books, and, like, it doesn't matter if they're, like, a bit beat up or whatever. It just adds character, you know? Juglum, it's easy to hate on men because we don't care. But I find it laughable. When, like, it's so ridiculous to me when you try and present women as having, like, equal physical strength to dudes, where some smaller fucking chick is going to physically best a dude. Not because she's better trained or has, like, better equipment, like, yo, I've got, like, a crowbar or something, or a gun, whatever it is, right? Like, when they just go, she's clearly smaller and clearly weaker, but watch her physically dominate this guy. And you're just like, but I live on Earth where human beings are, and I know how this works. So this is impossible to believe. There's tons of ways to have strong ladies winning in a believable way, but when you just write them like a dude and have them run around pummeling people, and you're just like, that chick looks like she weighs 80 pounds soaking wet, and she doesn't have, like, ripped muscle arms or anything, so where is this strength coming from? Like, you just had her, like, knock out a big beefy guy. How? You know, like, your brain just goes, well, that doesn't compute. So it just distracts you, you know? Heavy Metal! You had to super chat via PayPal. You love a woman with authority. All right. Let me see here. It says, I'm just trying to stay awake and sober enough to super chat. Fight the good fight, buddy. That's funny. All right, you're Lord of the Board. Badass women are awesome. Are you kidding me? I like that one old lady fucking landlord from Kung Fu Hustle or whatever. There's lots of badass women characters. Let women be women. Give them their own fucking strengths. Take advantage of the different things that women are better at than men. All of it. There's lots of different ways to make it believable, right? And that's what I want. I want a good story that's believable. You know, Charlize Theron as the leader of the old guard, that felt like it totally worked. It didn't feel forced and fake and whatever, right? So, like, there's other things that I've watched recently that had badass women characters. And it was like, actually, you know what? We watched Reset last night, and the main character is pretty badass, but not like in a I'm a big Hulk and bruiser kind of way, and I can best men with my physical size. Nope, she uses her brain. She uses her brain and random tools she can get her hands on and stuff like that to defeat men who are definitely physically stronger than her. And I appreciate that. I like it when it makes sense, you know? I'm happy for whoever to be the hero and whoever to be the lead. I just need it all to add up. We're doing Cash Critters! All right. Where's my water? Right here. Habanero, yeah, that's true. You can pick up the books used, and if you really like them, you can get new copies, right? It's not like you have to start with those. I read all the Wheel of Time books through somebody else's, like having collected them. And actually, it's the guy who invented Double Strike for Magic. He's the one who... damn it, I just moved this. Why did I put it back? Distracted, that's why. You like Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2? I can't remember her specifically in Iron Man 2, but I've always really liked Scarlett Johansson as an actress. I enjoy her. On top of the fact that I find her to be incredibly beautiful. Like she is amazing, and like she's a great actress as well. I really liked. Why can't I think of the name right now? Lost in Translation. Her and Bill Murray. That movie, I quite enjoyed that, right? She was the voice in Her. I've never seen something where I was like, Scarlett Johansson sucked in that. All right, so we got Level Up. Multiple games here. So on the first game, we're looking for the number 5, and we're looking for 28. And we got 16, 23, 27, 24, 9, 4, 26, 10, 13, unlucky, 17. Okay, so we didn't get a match there. The second game gives us 4 symbols, and we're looking to go across in a line. So we got moon, bank, ladybug, and bar. So here's ladybug, moon, bar, and bank. So that's no good. And then down here, it's just 3 of the same thing. Do we get 3 of the same thing? No. Nope. Nope. And nope. All right, that was not a winner. So no cash, no critters. Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3. Larry, I don't give a shit about that. I mean, it's cool that you know, but ultimately, I don't care about her as like a kid actress or anything like that. I like the fully grown adult version. I ain't going back to watch Home Alone 3, which I've never seen and will never see. I did see Home Alone 2 in the theater with my buddy, and we were both so bored. He started putting his hands on the side of his seats so he could physically lift himself up. And while he was like doing this forced laughter, he was kicking his legs right up into the air. He was being a complete jackass. And the thing is, he doesn't normally do that kind of shit in public. But he was so bored by the movie that he was literally doing that crap. Heavy Mel, you spent 21 days in the Mojave Desert and then deployed to Europe. Wow, you go all over the place. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Yeah, Habanero, you're correct. Adira Strongheart, who's one of the 3 main characters in the Legends trilogy, is badass. You ain't wrong. It's easier to find genuine, believable women heroes and stuff like that in older things because a lot of the current era stuff has just been like, she's a lady, and since she's a lady, she can't be flawed. So they make these flawless women and then put these bumblers around them. But these flawless women that they make do have flaws, but they're not flaws that the movie acknowledges. They act like they're strengths or they just don't even exist. And it's like, This chick has some real problems. Like what's her name? Captain Marvel, when she a guy would like smiled at her or told her to smile or something, and it's like, I can steal your bike now. And it's just like, what? Yeah, don't you get it? Like that guy said she should smile. She just that's a superhero who's just fucking stealing people's property. Yeah, but like a man pig did something that he shouldn't towards her. So, really he's lucky she didn't break both his arms. It's like, okay. Just another variation of, there's like, why would you, the audience can tell, right? When they watch it, they're not like, that's great. They just go, okay, why are you making your character act like a piece of shit? I don't quite get it. Heavy metal, you think the point is the women who did the same are badass? Well, of course. Well, I mean, anybody who fucking endures all that shit, regardless, right? I mean, I ain't doing it. I'm going out in the desert. Home Alone 3 is kind of where the series went to die. Home Alone 4 is hot garbage. Why did you watch Home Alone 4, bro? Why are you watching these movies? Why are you watching these movies? I watched Reset last night, and it was all right. But time traveling back in time to try and save your son. It was 2025, and they had some pretty advanced technology, neck bombs and stuff. It felt almost like cyberpunk. It was just like, is it really just like next year in this movie? Because we don't have any of this technology, and you're sending chimps back in time and creating alternate dimensions. Like, what? Parallel universes? What? Oh, what? Also, there was this one scene where this chick discovers a dead body, and the yell she makes is so funny to me. Like, I was expecting a scream, and the noise she made just made me chuckle. It's just around the corner. For real, though, obviously you've seen it, right? So, did the technology not feel like most of the CGI was fine? The elevators looked awful. But I liked the chick's approach to things, where she basically like pulled out her gun, bam, fired a shot off at all those guys. They pull out their gun. She's got it pointed at the data, going, I'll shoot it. I will shoot the data. Screw you. I'll blow it up, right? It'll be gone. And it was very interesting to like the concept of them trying to, guys, I'm going to give some clear spoilers for this movie, but not tell you everything about it. These individuals figure that the best way to coerce this scientist into perfecting her time travel technology is to go ahead and ice her son. So they can't kill her because they need her for the research, right? But if they like kill the son, then she's got to go back in time to try to save the son. So it changes the normal dynamic that you would find in a movie where the hero is got to try and protect her kid because it's the kid they're trying to take out. And that's normally would just be the hero themselves. Like, okay, adult versus adult, but this is a kid that you got to try and keep safe, right? And I mean, other movies have done something similar to that, but it like never in a way where I've seen it where it's like you need to kill this kid to force this individual to do what you want. It's like the kid needs to die because they have information about something, or the kid needs to die because like revenge purposes, not the kid needs to die to coerce you into traveling back in time, right? Jess, what's a chaplain? A chaplain's a priest. Millmaster, Home Alone, the first one was definitely a good film. It was entertaining. Had a lot of good moments in it. Joe Pesci was a lot of fun. So was the other guy. Joe Pesci, I liked him better, It's funny that, like, they treated it like cartoon logic, right? Where it's like, some of the traps that he set up would, like, if you got hit in the head with a paint bucket swung from the top of the stairs, you'd probably fucking die, right? or you'd have like a major concussion. You're not walking away from it like it's nothing. Like he's literally doing permanent, lasting damage to these people. It's wild. Heavy Metal, have a good one, bro. Warlock needed to boil the fat of an unbaptized child. Wasn't that to make like a potion of flight or something like that? That's a pretty funky concept, even if the movie itself is pretty forgettable. Pretty forgettable. Because, yeah, I just remember him and like a fat boy on a swing set. And that's it. That's the entirety of Warlock to me. But the guy who made Warlock went to work on other movies. I know that. I don't think there's any CGI in Home Alone. Blightsteel, yeah, he did fuck those dudes up. That's absolutely true. Man, I'm really disappointed that Strawberry Mansion didn't turn out to be better. It was so interesting. So interesting. Like the concept of the government tracking and taxing your dreams. That's a really interesting concept. The concept of ads being forced into your dreams, that's an interesting concept. But the movie does nothing like that. Also, the idea of falling in love with the dream memory of somebody, also an interesting concept. But they try and do all this stuff in the same movie, and none of it gets fleshed out enough. And there's weird inconsistencies in the movie where the movie basically says, okay, you were inside this chick's dream and there was dandelion fluff. And now you're drinking your tea and there's dandelion fluff in your mouth. How? How? Are you telling me that VHS recordings of a bitch's dream are fucking altering reality now? Also, why was there a moss man before he even went to her place? Like, what? What is this? Break stop. I can only read one. Malazan or Wheel of Time. Malazan. That sounds familiar. Oh, no, I've never read this. Oh, it's easy. Since I've never read the one and have no feelings towards it whatsoever, I pick Wheel of Time every day of the week because I don't know Malazan. I don't know it. Break stop. You wouldn't know that the ads were forced into your dreams because it's like the ads are your buddy shows up at the door. What's up, bro? I know that you're hungry. I can tell you're starving. I brought you a bucket of KFC chicken, right? And I bought you a 2-liter bottle of Barks. And he'd sit there and put the stuff on the table with the labels facing you, and you'd eat the chicken and enjoy it, and you'd drink the pop and enjoy it. You wouldn't think anything of it. Anything of it. Yeah, that's right. Futurama did have an episode with ads in the dreams. It's a crazy concept. I mean, advertisers are already trying to figure out how to make you dream of their stuff. Not by dreaming, like beaming it in your mind, but just having their ads work in a way that it causes your subconscious to dream about it. Like, there is research going into that. I can't see that, like, in this world, you had to record your dreams and submit them to the government every day so they could tax you on them. And it was private corporations that were beaming ads into your brain. And they also had a woman who, her and her husband just built a helmet that blocks the ads from going into your brain. That was another thread in the movie where it was just like, what? How? How did you guys invent this technology? Like, all of it. It's so weird. It's so weird. And the guy ends up as a minuscule version of himself on an ice cream cone that he licks. It's fucking madness. But not in a way that ties together and feels satisfying. But yeah, if the government got your dreams, the government got your dreams every day, they'd be able to see that this ad stuff was happening, and they would step in and stop the company from doing that. And so there's so many questions that you end up with after you watch it, and nothing is left in a satisfactory way. It makes no sense to me why the main character was in love with the version, like he fell in love with the younger version of this old woman, right? And it's just like, why though? Just because you watched a few of her dreams? Like, I saw her in a dream with a buffalo, and then they reached into its wound and pulled out, I don't know, a bouquet of flowers or something. And it's like, okay. And it's like, what, like, was he some hard up incel that never had any human contact? Like, there was not, it felt so unearned and not explained that I just went, man, this movie is like, I'm so frustrated by the amount of promise these concepts bring and how it does not live up to it in the slightest. And it's like, oh man, it's got such a great little like blurb for it saying, in a world where the government taxes your dreams, a dream auditor gets caught up in the dreams of a aging eccentric. And that's it. And it's just like, okay. But all her dreams are kept on VHSs. And this guy's like falling in love with her by watching these VHSs. And then she fucking, it's big time spoilers, I guess. She fucking dies. And then her son shows up. And her son wants to take possession of the house. And you're just like, oh, he must be greedy or whatever. But in one of the dreams, the old woman's younger version of herself tells him, actually, he's the guy who invented the ad technology that goes into all of our dreams. And so he's trying to get possession of his mother's house so he can destroy her VHS dream tapes. And then Buddy takes one, like he keeps one when the house is burning so that it's like, I got the most important tape of her or whatever. And then it just like, it's a dream she had where this guy all covered in moss and grass, and she pulls the moss and grass off and it's him. And then they run off all happy together. And like, that's how the movie ends. And it's like, they're not happy together. He's just a guy with the VHS tape and he's obsessed with the fucking version of a woman he never actually fucking knew and just watched like 6 tapes of. This makes no fucking sense. This makes no fucking sense. Exactly, Cthulhu. Good concepts and ideas, poor execution and world building. 100%. 100%. Break stop. Yeah, who can relate with people who are perfect? If somebody's perfect, how do you even connect with that? Everybody's got flaws. Everybody's got problems. And realizing that makes you a better person. It helps with your sense of Sonder, recognizing that everybody has a life as deep as yours with as many things going on, and they have their own array of problems that they have to deal with and their own array of flaws that hold them back, right? So that is very human. That's what makes characters interesting. That's why Urza is interesting as a character. It's why Kaido is boring as a character. What's Kaido's flaw? What's wrong with Kaido? Nothing. He's two-dimensional. He's empty. He's bullshit. He's nothing. What's Nico Eris's flaw? Any flaw? Nope. Nothing. Wizards just defined Nico Eris as non-binary. Yeah, no, I know, but that's just a tiny little fraction of somebody's personality. So what else well, what do you mean? That's it. That's all we got. And it's like, okay then. Hey, John R. says, congrats on the milestone. I doing what you're doing? Is that you saying you dig what I'm doing? It looks like you're having a little bit of problems. Maybe you're typing it on a phone or something and it's autocorrecting you. I read it as congrats on the milestone. I dig what you're doing, right? I could be wrong. But what I'm not wrong about is the fact that you're lower the board now. Break stop. No, that was the red and green creature. Where'd the eraser go? Oh, there it is. That was Haller. Haller was born on the night of a meeting between two elvish clans. Born on the night of an important meeting between two elvish clans. Haller uses gender-neutral elvish pronouns. And you're like, no. When you say born on the night of an important meeting between two clans, you follow that up by telling us what the fuck that means. Like, Does that mean they're given a special name? Does that mean they have some kind of special ordained future? Does that, like, what significance does that have in the world? It's just born on the night when two important elf groups met. Okay. They use they as they. But what? I'm so lost. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is okay? What is that? Is that what they do? If you fucking born on the night of a meeting between two important elvish clans or whatever, do they force you to use gender neutral pronouns for the rest of your life? Fucking pronouns, bro. That's like when we started watching that stupid Jennifer Lopez movie where she's supposed to be a hard-boiled soldier, and it's the most unbelievable crap. And then she meets up with her fucking Gundam mech, and it gets upset about pronouns. I just said, we're done. We're fucking done. Carly was already checking out because she was pissed off about the coffee inconsistency, where they made a point of having her get upset about coffee and have problems with coffee from a coffee machine and all this. And then when they cut to another angle, that coffee machine just doesn't exist anymore. So they highlighted it, but there's no continuity. But for me, it was the mech insisting on its pronouns, where I went, holy fucking shit. What happened to the world? What happened to the world, man? Your fucking toaster's gonna tell you to call it they. My toaster, you gotta call it Zim, you fucking bigot. Oh my god. What a fucking universe. What a fucking universe. Alright, John, let's celebrate your first super chat ever, big boy. Bump, bump, bump. Whee! Look, Carly's so triggered about the coffee and Atlas that she's here talking about it. Oh, it's Cash Critters. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, big boy. Let's swim with some sharks. Millmaster, one day a cleansing rain will come. It's just funny to me. Like, some people get genuinely mad about it. I can't get mad about it. Why would you? It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious and stupid. Right? Like, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. All right, we're doing Jaws. So we got 21, 1, 19, 7, and 6. All right. So we're looking for those numbers or an anchor. And we got 33, 16, 46, 9, 13. Oh, bad mojo. 8, 48, 4, 27, 2, 39, 18, 11, 36, 25. And then we got 24, 17, 37, 43, 47. And then down here, 14, 45, 31, 20, and 38. So we didn't match any of the numbers. We got down here a chest. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Bro. Scratch the bonus here completely. Uncover 3 identical symbols. Win $50. Yo! Fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about. What? John, well done, buddy. Why did I... Oh, I'm just in such shock. I forgot. We do a Bloomborough pack. What? Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. That's awesome. Let's see if that ends up leading into this pack having a set card in it. Let's go. John, oh, okay, now I see what you're saying. Your super chat was saying, congrats on the milestone. Keep doing what you're doing. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. All right. So we got an art card, which is, I don't think that we have this guy in the art cards yet. Nice. We don't have this art card. Hell yeah. We got a foil corpseberry. We got a forest. We have all the forests, right? I think that we already established that. I think that's been established. Yeah, I have all the forests and all the swamps. So I don't have the other lands. And we got Clement the Worrywart, which I believe we do already have. I believe that one's already been cracked. Yep. We already got him. Okay. Well, I suppose there's a chance of the second rare in a pack, even though they barely ever show up in this set. All right. So, uncommon, Stock in the Pantry, Shrike Force, Clifftop Lookout, Shoreline Looter, and then some other random commons. Oh, yeah, the Sunshower Druid. I love this little guy. All right. Not a terrible pack, but no forwards progression on the set, unfortunately. That's all right, though. Jaws coming in hard, son. That went well. I gotta put more water in my mug. That turned out great. That was a hell of a first super chat, John. Jess, what percentage am I done the set? I don't know. At this point, until this booster box, until we go through all the packs from this booster box, I haven't checked anything off the list. Once I've got the whole booster box's worth of commons and uncommons, I'm going to go through and sort them all so I can pick the best, I think like the best, highest quality one of each of the commons and uncommons. I want a pristine one of each for the collection, right? So I'll go through and collect those up, and then I'll start to cross stuff off of the official list. But I'm not like, because the commons and uncommons turn into a whole big thing, I'm just waiting until I have a critical mass. When I know I'm this far away from the set, I'm not worried about like keeping full on track of it yet, because I've got like, I don't know, how many rares do I have for the set now? All right, not too bad, actually. I got 42 rares and mythic rares for the set already. So yeah, it's really just a matter of I'm waiting until we finish off this box of Bloomborough, and then I will consolidate it all. Heavy Metal hoping for a fruitful, hopeful outcome. All right. Joe, does Magic even have pristine cards anymore? Sometimes. Sometimes. Foils, it seems pretty much impossible. That's why I'm not collecting a foil set of Bloomborough. Brothers War taught me not to mess with that. You know, I wanted to collect a foil and regular set of Brothers War, and then the foils that I was cracking from packs were all like banged up along the edges, and it stood out so much, like so much. So I just went, I can't, man. I don't want these. This is disappointing. Cthulhu, does Magic still do etched foils? Yeah. Yeah, not like for every set, but they absolutely do. And they keep coming up with different foil treatments, or basically just renaming treatments to try and trick you into thinking they're new. So the newest thing is like raised foils or whatever. But it seems like they've decided to put almost all the exciting level shit of that nature just into collector boosters. And Bloomborough is like, it's really fucking toned down. It's so scummy that Rosewater came out and was like, look, we know we're changing. Like, we're changing to these play boosters, right? But remember, you're still getting the same expected rare to dollar ratio. And that was when you had a much higher chance of getting rares from packs. Now they've really cut that down big time. And it's just like, well, what about what you just said? Well, it was true then, and we're hoping you're not thinking about it now because fuck you. Give us your money, you stupid dickhead. Like, that's pretty much it from Wizards, right? It's a frustrating reality. It is a frustrating reality indeed. What up, Nathan? Thanks for the congrats, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, so yeah, man. I don't know. What are you going to do? I love Magic the Gathering. Can't help myself. Hey, Nathan Lamont says, congrats, Perp. Keep up the good work. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the super chat, son. Let's go for a spin. Let's see what it shall be. Wow, the wheel's been really nice to people tonight. It's just like, it's subscriber night, so we won't be layering out the insults. All right, so we got Cash Critters again. It's a really gambly focused evening, isn't it? Well, let's hope for another winner. Let's hope for another winner and some more Bloomborough action. All right, now we switch it up. Nathan, you know what it was? It's the theme boosters. Remember when I was talking yesterday? It's the theme booster stuff. I was like, thanks for that. Because of the different options and along with the jumpstart, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Because we actually opened a theme booster already today. Okay, so let's go for a big spin. All right? So this one's pretty straightforward. It's just matching up the numbers. I love how they do this. Like the psychological, there's no difference between like whether they had 5 or 7 doesn't change your odds of winning at all. And calling these bonus to make you think they're extra, that's not a thing. It's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. These are all just the 7 numbers. Yeah, but we call these 2 bonus. It's like, okay, it's like if you fucking sold me a loaf of bread and then pointed at the first 3 slices and we're like, those are bonus slices. No, they're not, dickhead. That's just the fucking loaf. I'm not an idiot. All right. So we got 37, 11, 20, 1, 22, 15, and 28. All right. We seem to keep missing the number on these, so you guys pay attention too. We got 21. I tripped myself out because I said 20 and then 1. I went 21. We got it. And I'm like, wait, 21's not up there. All right. 26. 16. Oh, they're coming so close. Yo, I told you guys yesterday that like at a barbecue raffle won some bowls and Carly won some wine. We were sitting at this table with this chick who was like super competitive and she kept going, oh, it was 1 number off. Oh, it was 1 number off. And so many people at the picnic table with her ended up winning prizes. And like it just kept missing her and she just kept getting more worked up. And I just kept like she wasn't like worked up in an awful way that wouldn't make you like her. I found it hilarious. So I started laughing and then she started laughing too because she realized, I'm like, you're fucking intense. Like this is ridiculous. All right, we got 36, 34, 38, 10. Oh no, the unlucky 13. We got 24, 33, 2, 17, 18. Oh, nope. 8, 23, 3, 5, and 29. All right. That one ain't a winner. That one ain't a winner. So no cash, no critters. All right. I got to come up with a better way. I got to get a scratching tray or something to put the scratch cards in so these little foil bits don't get all over my desk and it's easier and I don't have to sweep it every time that I'm switching over between the playmat. Loco, what's up, buddy? Habanero said, should have said it earlier. Congratulations on 58K subs. After all this time, I still genuinely enjoy all that you do. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you've been around for so long, Habanero. And I'm glad you still enjoy it. Because everybody has those days where they think they're not that great at what they do or whatever, right? So maybe every once in a blue moon, I think about that for a moment. And then I dispel those thoughts because it doesn't make sense. We're all having a great time. I'm having a great time. People keep coming by and enjoying it. So it's just ridiculousness, right? Let's go. Let's go for a spin. Habanero. Wait. Oh, Habanero. You greasy grilled cheese fucker. All right. You know, you like to brag about your special macaroni and cheese with 72 cheeses. But I know you only use one cheese. The cheese of sadness. All right. Because you are fucking delusional. You're delusional like Buddy from Taxi Driver. Mr. Habanero, more like Mr. Lavanero, more like Mr. Have a fat dick in his mouth. You goofy bastard. Break stop! I'm glad you're still around. Same with you, heavy metal. To anybody who's fucking struggling and having a hard time mentally, I'm glad you're still here. You're not the only one who's fucking been in that position. There was a point where I was real close to the edge, my friends as well. So, I mean, it's crazy the thoughts that you can become comfortable with in your head, and I probably should have went and talked to somebody. So, there's always that option. But regardless, I'll be here to shoot the shit and fuck around, talk about magic, crack jokes and whatever. So come by and hang out with me. If you need that as a reason to keep going, I'm happy to provide it, right? So I'm glad you guys are all here. Keep on living, keep on being awesome, and we'll keep having fun. Habanero, this is the one that finally broke my heart. Excellent. Excellent. Oh yeah, these yo-yo strings turned out to be pretty fucking boss too. They worked pretty well. I like it better than the strings the yo-yo came with. So that's good times. And it's fun. I like the bright colors too. This looks like a weird cookie, doesn't it? Just... You guys aren't going to see me put wood in my mouth. Larry, the luck when it comes to scratch cards is just getting the winning scratch card. Obviously, everything is preset on the card. It's not digital. It can't just randomly change. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Right? Right? Tell me something I don't know, Larathan. If you guys didn't know, that's the long form of the name Larry. This book is so daffy, man. I can't believe they're just like, you sit in a wheelchair and lift your arms up. Okay. Do jumping jacks. It's good for you. Unless you can't use your legs, you fuck. All right, then. You should turn off lights, and then that counts as points to grow your sorcerer's powers. Really? Like, that wouldn't have excited me as a kid. I like the idea of magic, and I would have wanted sorcerer's powers, but you get your powers by turning off the light, Billy. What? Yeah, you've saved a fraction of a kilowatt, so you've gained 2 sorcerer points. Got like a hangnail or something. And unlike Carly, who takes care of her nails properly, I just pick at whatever it is. I do what you're not supposed to do. Jess, the Fermi paradox. Bro, I know you like to have a Fermi pair of balls in your mouth. How about that? Congratulations. That's my free gift to you during the stream. You just got a free insult. Enjoy it. And enjoy them for balls in your mouth. Fermi parables. It's so dumb. Oh. Oh. The dumb ones make me laugh. What can I say? What can I say? I got a ridiculous sense of humor. Oh. Oh. Loco, you okay, buddy? You all right? Oh, does this rub off? This yo-yo was cheaply made, man. It explains why it was only $5 at the Giant Tiger. It fell apart. The printing's rubbing right off. But as an actual, like, the actual wood part of the yo-yo is totally fine. The axle's good. It catches on the string. Like, it works as a yo-yo. But they cheaply made it. I glued it back together. And now that I've got these strings, it's functioning better than it was. It's easier to rock the baby in the cradle now. Oh man, you can whip a yo-yo pretty hard. Like, I can see how people used these as weapons. Just, cha, like in video games and stuff. I remember when I saw like that in, what the hell was it, like Star Tropics or the Goonies or something. You got a yo-yo as a weapon, and it's kind of like, really? And then you actually use a yo-yo? When you're like learning to use a yo-yo and you figure out how to make it come back up to your hand and you're not ready for it, it can just slam into your palm with crazy force. And you can whip it forward. You could seriously hurt somebody with one of these, 100%. Like 100%. Obviously, there's more ideal things to have if you need weaponry, but in a pinch, I started messing around with yo-yos when one of my girlfriends had a little makeup container. It was like 2 things of lip gloss. And it was like 2 sides of a yo-yo. And it had the string on it. It didn't yo-yo properly. It had a plastic axle and was crap. But I went to like try and do a yo-yo thing with it, and it flew around and just smacked me in the back of the head. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, that was my first yo-yo experience. Joe, one of R.A. Salvatore's Forgotten Realm characters, used a yo-yo as his primary weapon. It's not badass. Let's be real. I like yo-yos. I think they're cool, but I don't think it's badass as a weapon. Larry, bro, I remember translucent light-up yo-yos. Those are cool. Bear and the Noid used a yo-yo in the NES game. Oh, I never got to play that, but I remember seeing it in the game store and wanting to try it, but it was too far down the totem pole in terms of like interest compared to other games. And there would always be new games getting listed in the store. And you just look at them, and I guess ultimately I did avoid the Noid. But a yo-yo as a weapon isn't badass. It's not badass. It's fine in a video game. But still, even in a video game, it's underwhelming. Whatever, I like yo-yos. I had cooler ones than this before, but I just picked this up because, like I said, it was $5 when I was walking through the Giant Tiger. And I'm like, okay, at that cheapness, I'll buy a yo-yo. The last time I tried to get a yo-yo was when me and Moxman went to the Great Wolf Lodge, and they had these like customized, engraved with your initials or the name of the place, whatever yo-yos, and I got one, and it sucked. It sucked, man. Break Stop, I've never played Earthbound. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard it's very epic. And maybe one day I will play it, because the Super Nintendo RPGs, some of them, are absolutely incredible. Like, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VI, and Carly's like, I've got the music playing through the speakers and stuff, and she's like, this game has like a lot of good music, and it sounds like you're getting into all these intense situations. And then she's like, every time I walk by, something crazy's going on in this game. Like, no wonder people love it, because she doesn't care about games like Final Fantasy. She doesn't care about that style of game, right? She's not into like the RPGs the hardcore way that I was, where I gobbled them up when I was younger. When you don't have what's it called? What am I trying to say here? Like when you don't have adult responsibilities, and when you're done school for the day, you can play a video game for like 8 hours or whatever. I remember wishing that like they would make RPGs that were these gigantic, sprawling, endless things. As an adult with adult responsibilities, those games can be very daunting, right? But Final Fantasy VI was like my favorite, one of my favorite. It and Chrono Trigger right up there, right? Like I love the one I'm playing more. Whichever one I'm playing is like, I love this one so much. But Final Fantasy VI is incredible. All these distinct characters, there's always stuff going on. It's always interesting. There's such a variety of abilities, spells, enemies, all of it. Like, they really nailed it with the game and put so much into it. Comparing to some like newer titles that I've played where you just end up feeling disappointed, and this was okay, but not, there's just so much depth to it. There's just so much going on. And I really like it. I've actually put a bunch of hours into Final Fantasy VI yesterday and today, because I'm starting to run out of steam on Magic Arena. Like, I'm getting kind of bored of it. There are other times where I stopped because I felt like I was just like either getting frustrated or I was wasting my time grinding for resources. But I don't care. Like, I don't feel like, oh, I'm wasting my time grinding for resources. I just crested over 500,000 gold on Arena, like, yesterday or today. So I have, like, 502,000 gold on Arena, which is sweet. I can, like, buy hundreds of packs and do whatever. But I just don't care very much about playing Arena right now. So I ended up shutting it off and go, I'm going to play some other game. What am I going to play? And then I'm like, well, I left off at, like, the Magitech factory in Final Fantasy VI, and it's been a while. And I don't like that factory. It's one of the parts of the game that I'm just kind of like, about, right? So that's probably part of the reason I wandered away and forgot about it for a bit. And then I was like, okay, I'll do it. You know, you get a bunch of Magicite there, so that's cool. Whatever, we'll do that. And then I finished that, and then it starts to get, like, interesting and fun for me again. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Now I ended up in the village where everybody is secretly a mage, and they had to keep that a secret because otherwise they would get hunted down and wiped out. So it's a village that doesn't trust outsiders. Everybody's a magic user, but they hide it. And then you stumble on a boy playing in the woods casting fire magic, and he just runs off before you can say anything to him, and then whatever. And then later when you go to sleep in the middle of the night, one of the villagers comes running up to you like, there's a building on fire, help us, right? Kind of thing. And then you go in and they just exhibit that everybody has magic. And you're like, nobody in the world's supposed to have magic. How do you guys have magic? Like, that's a really cool moment, right? It's so good. And all the characters are distinct. What up, Cinnamon? Gerthulia, you think Arena would be more fun if they kept blocks? Maybe. That's possible. I don't know. It's part of it is you're not playing against somebody, right? Like, I mean, you are playing against somebody on Arena, but you're also not. That's how it feels. There's another person there, but you can't have any of the pleasant interactions that you can have in a physical game of Magic. You can only have the unpleasant ones. you get annoyed by how slow your opponent plays, or like you're just like, come on, dickhead. How long does it take to decide to play your second mountain and cast a spell? You know? Yeah, but that's fine. I'd rather just be bored with Arena than before when I was angry about it. And I'm just like, meh. Got some other video games to play and not other things to do, right? But right now the menu is Final Fantasy VI. I remember a bunch of stuff from playing it a whole bunch of previous times. So there's things I want to do that I can't do yet. Like I know Figaro Castle at a certain point will be able to find underground ruins that have like the X weapon or whatever, an item that lets you attack 4 times instead of 1. And then if you equip it with this other artifact that lets you wield 2 weapons, all of a sudden you can get 8 attacks off of one guy. Bam, 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 like you're just mowing the fucking lawn. It's amazing. One guy with the chainsaw. Get in there, Edgar. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I played that game so much. I remember, like, it's such a long game, too. And when you go to the underworld, Edgar is pretending to be someone else, and he's going by the name Gerard. And I was like, oh, like Gerard or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to name myself that the next playthrough, thinking, I got you. He'll go, I'm not Gerard, I'm Gerard. And then you get to that point, and it goes, I'm not Gerard, and it's got a different name. And you're like, they thought of this. They thought of if somebody actually got to this point, played through the game again, and picked that fucking name. That's amazing. The attention to detail in Final Fantasy VI is awesome. The little things like the pigeon hopping along the roof of the one chick that you were sending pigeons back and forth with the letters and stuff. It's just, it's magnificent. Final Fantasy VI is magnificent. Break stop, yeah, bro, exactly. It sucks when the other person isn't playing and you're just sitting there like, come on, man. I want to play Magic. Joe, that's right. Don't forget to wait for Shadow. Don't jump off the sky world too quick or you'll lose them. Juggle, I'm not going to lie. Some fresh lore videos would be cool. Well, give it like a little over a week because the Duskmourn lore drops later this month. So there'll be some fantasy geographic Duskmourn lore action coming. As long as the story isn't abysmally stupid. If the story's really stupid, then I ain't doing it, right? We'll see how that goes. But it should be fine. It should be fine. Oh, there's so much crap over here. All right. Oh. So yeah, there's that. There's the Ribfest video that I need to work on. There's a Paragon video that I need to work on. And Carly was talking about me and her sitting down and talking about movies and stuff too. So there's some stuff a cooking up for sure. I've been doing things in stages, right? Working on that Paragon stuff. Got some photos taken and sent over to have my likeness made. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the end result of that. That's going to be cool. It's going to be neat to be in a card game. Oh, man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that I've just been hanging out on YouTube for years now, making random videos, mostly about Magic, but I have done a whole range of different things. Some non-Magic lore over in the lore channel. Hatcher channel has had a bunch of different stuff. It's going to have some more vloggy style stuff, talking about movies and whatever else. Maybe I'll even talk about video games. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I got ideas. We already got some things in plan. You can't see from the angle we've got it on, but this entire wall now is completely painter taped off, and we're going to start painting this wall green soon. So that will give me some new options with green screenitude, as long as that all turns out good, right? We'll see, because I have no idea until it's actually up on the wall and I can see how it interacts with the software and the camera. Can only hope for the best. It's supposed to be a good paint, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, all right. Well, my friends, this has been a fun chill stream. Thanks for 58,000 subscribers. Never in a million years did I think this many people would enjoy what I do. Very gratifying feeling, gotta say, 100%. So I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I will catch up with you guys again soon. But now I go into the waters. Bye.